Someone called me, guys. But I wish I could explain to you in depth what this dream was like. Lately, I've been able to remember all my dreams. Like a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years ago, I couldn't even remember anything after my dreams. But lately, it's been like a fucking bomb. Because one thing, like the best thing about it is I either wake up with a boner or I wake up with like a fucking like one of those movies where you wake up and you're like, whoa, what the fuck was that? Like you almost died or something in the dream and you're like, damn nigga, that was scary, you know? But my dad was like that. And like, alright, back to the spinning wheel thing. Like the spinning wheel, I stepped on it and like it cut off the front half of my arm, my forearm. And I was like, cause like my arm got caught in it when after the door, cause I ran to go hide behind it, and it was still spinning even though no one was on it. I think it was connected to the ground or something. Maybe it was like fucking some kind of evil spirit like using it. And I don't know what it was for originally, but it cut my arm off and I was bleeding out. So I was starting to get delirious later in the dream. I hope I was at least. And fucking what happened, right, was like I was sitting there bugging. Like at one point I'm fucking crawling through like it was the guy who it was like this fucking it was like I don't even want to like it was like I want to say it was a good 7 foot tall guy. He had like fucking what is it, like the like blacks, not slugs, leeches, black leeches, like they look like leeches anyway, crawling all around him. And it kind of looked like I don't know if you guys seen the Resident Evil monster, the one that you have, the Resident Evil 4 monster, where you have to kill him with fire because like he regenerates so fast. But back to the dream. Like as soon as he breaks in, I'm like, dude, I swear to God, at that point in the dream, I don't even know how I was still asleep. I was dead. I was like, yo. I just like it flabbergasted me, and I ended up like looking around the room like mad quick because he was shuffling towards me like mad slow, like zombie type shit. And then I'm looking around like, all right. So I tried picking up the little spin wheel like from the legs. And I cut my hands because there was needles on it and I didn't look. And now I'm bleeding out of my hand because my other arm's cut off. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then I look around and there's a little hole in the corner. It looks like someone burrowed out. And like, it was crazy, dude. I crawled through that, and it ended up being like a cavern, and this is the area that I woke up in. I'm so happy I fucking got out of that place, dude. I was burrowing through that shit, right? And then like I'm fucking bleeding out at this point. I'm like, I think I passed out from like blood deprivation or like lack of blood because like I was bleeding bad, and there was nothing I could do, like, because the only clothes that I was wearing was a leather jacket, like one of those pilot jackets from back in the day. I had a pilot's jacket and, like, some, I don't even know what kind of pants I was wearing. I wasn't paying attention to that at the time, but, you know, I was wearing a leather jacket and some kind of shirt under, but it wasn't something I could just, you know, but it was weird. Okay, back to what I was saying. I fucking was crawling through that thing, and I'm bleeding, and like, dude, I swear to God, like, these fucking weird ass things, like, it looks like, I don't know, those things next to the church at Dark Souls 2, but like, a much bigger and realistic version, just crawling through, because I think they made the tunnel. You know, they were like little moles or something. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen, but I eventually find my way out after crawling in that hole for like, I swear to God, it felt like fucking an hour or two. I swear to God, like in the dream, it felt like an hour or two. I was crawling in that hole. Like it was completely dark. I was feeling with my left hand and trying to keep myself up with like the bleeding out hand. So I'm sitting there, it's probably contaminated as fuck because there's mold and everything in this old ass rusty looking place. It was horrible. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, when I woke up and I went to the bathroom, my pupils were so enlarged that you couldn't even see the color part. It was like the most vivid dream I've had in a while. It was amazing. I was scared as fuck though. When I woke up, I was like, yo. Like, and there's more to the dream though. There's more to the dream. Definitely. Because I remember a lot more than I'm actually telling you guys. Because, like, it was scary as fuck. Eventually, I re-meet my co-pilot, and he does some crazy fucking Assassin's Creed parkour shit and jumps down to grab something. But then, I mean, this is probably the only funny part in the movie. He sees something that looks like a butt sticking out of the water and then slaps it and nothing happens, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it made me laugh even though I'm bleeding out of my arm and my hand is fucking bleeding. I'm like, he's like, look at this, dude, and then he slaps. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's when I think that's when I noticed it was a dream. He's like, he just slaps it. I'm like, yo, nigga, stop it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then he goes to see it because we're both like thirsty and hungry at this point. We've been in this thing for about like 6 hours, 7 hours, and he goes, because we're at the bottom, and like, say, remember how I said post-apocalyptic, everything's towers. There's like a long water basin. Like, there's no fucking ground. It's just water. That's why there's airplanes, and there's no war on the ground. There's just like water with like fucking mad infested waters with like fucking aquatic life that'll kill you. And there are fish, but people don't usually fish because it's dangerous. And another thing was fucking he went down there to grab that, and then these like fucking big ass red hands that looked like they were made out of like the black leeches, but they were red too. They were a mixture of red and like as if somebody was down there before and it sucked them up. Because in the war, there's mad planes in the water that are being absorbed by the fucking ground. So I'm thinking that those things were made out of fucking, like, the people and shit, you know? That'd be fucking crazy. That was a good dream, though. It was a good dream. Fucking crazy, dude. It was awesome. Bye. Talk to you guys later. I might make another video later about, like, the future adventures of that, but that was crazy, dude. Crazy dream. Bye.